This room is like 1,000,000,000 degrees right now. It's 53 degrees outside. It's probably around 90 in here. As a non-bit. Need a fan? It's loud.
Hey, are you the one who wants to become a man of the mask? Your father's worried about you.
Yes.
The desert's dangerous. We should head back together. What? That's even more dangerous.
This motherfucker's fast.
If he speaks the truth, then I fear the boy is in grave danger.
Yeah, we'd better catch him before he reaches the den.
It is my experience that youth is simply a synonym for stupidity.
Facts.
Oh, come on. He just wants to protect his city. I think it's nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's real nice.
Wait, weren't you the guardian of your village, Kaine?
Yeah, but... look, all I'm saying is... don't talk to me.
Oh, is your mouth too full of sand to formulate a crude response?
Fuck off and die, book.
We lost him. Let's go check the wolves' den.
This is not my fault. I had to fight wolves for another quest. Alright. I was just multitasking. Dude, how many wolves do I have to kill for a single fucking pelt? What is this, WoW? Come on. This is what I get for my Monster Hunter RNGs, chat. This is what I get for my Monster Hunter RNG. No map. I can fish? Wow, it broke immediately. Nope. Bridge is floating right now. I mean, probably not. So far, I've still killed hundreds less than, or dozens less than she did. I've at least seen the fucking loot. Wolf Den. Where? Here? No. Here? No. Oh boy! Ow! Kaine! There was one. I need 10? 2? Should should have done better, chat. As soon as I start complaining about my loot chances, then they start dropping them left and right. It just took me starting to bitch about it. Yo, where is this? No. Maybe? What's this? Mr. Reality Check, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Yo!
We're too late. Come on, we have to keep him from getting killed.
Nah, this is nothing like that. Thank God. Alright, there's one wolf. That can't kill him.
This guy is insane. He could have died.
He reminds me of a certain someone.
Weiss?
Hey, I'm not like that.
No, I want to loot. Game. Game. Game!
Your son is a boy no longer. Though we urged him against it, he vanquished an entire den of wolves nearly by his lonesome. Another $10,000. They just like dump money on us here, huh? I'm not getting him 10 wolf hides. If that's what the rate. Hold on. Hold on. You're a fucking mean game. And I hate you.
I got your... she's super mad at you, right? Will she even let you speak to her long enough to give her the present? Oh, come on, really? Look, If it's just giving her a message, fine. But the present's on you.
立ち去ら立ちさたいクズ上とさ
Hi there. I, have a message for you.
夫サラ
Yeah. Anyway, he says he knows he was wrong and wants to give you an apology present.
トラキやりりさたってたるんださらギサラうわしたんてひたすらいとち生きている心ゆれるきてはよりう
Keep split. Fuck that guy.
さたいとたさたおりでしきた
Don't cheat on her again, okay?
そろそろあなたてさたいちつ
That's what it should have been like the first time, you scumbag. 20,000 gold. Fucking 5,000 gold profit. Okay. Well, I made money. Bare minimum, at least. Alright. Back to young sis again. Leaving the desert hellhole for a while, chat. I don't want to go back.
Worst box ever. Best box ever. In the same city.
Just reverse that shit next time. Smile, sobs.
I cannot buy single strike.
Nope.
And I got mostly hoops. Yeah, another single strike worship in this video.
Chat, my soul is dead. I want this Houndoom so fucking bad. I'm gonna end up just trying to have to trade for it. I swear to God. But nobody has it.
Yeah, I can't find a card shop that has it either.
I know. I've called around for it twice. Doesn't exist.
But, oh yeah.
Minus level 7, which sold it.
Yeah, in the legendary heartbeat box, there's 2 packs. I pulled 2 of the shiny, 2 hollows. So these are the 2 I pulled together in the same box, in the same pack. And then the El Creamy stuff I pulled together in the same pack.
What the fuck?
Well, yeah.
Pull your head out of your goddamn ass and start fucking helping us!
Alright, that one doesn't actually apply for once, chat. Kinda can yell at me all day, I'm into that, but all I'm saying is, for that one specific moment, it doesn't work, alright? Subs. Other thanks for the support.
So I got the Raikou.
Sexy Raikou.
And then I got the Rainbow Train.
Chat, do you call it Raikou or Raikou? I've heard it so many different ways. How do you actually say it?
I got a Rainbow Train.
A 1 pack? What the fuck?
This is all the same box.
What the fuck?
That box was like $50 too. Bro.
It's very all over there. I mean, we blend.
Zygarde, Zekrom, the electric dude, and
What the
Dialga.
fuck was this
It's
box?
called Legendary Heartbeat. Secret Rare Trainers. I got the Ampharos V. And then I got Regirock, Shaman.
Your delivery is
Xerneas,
complete.
the
Thanks.
fucking rock dude.
Here's what I owe you.
This was 1 box. Hey, this fucking box. Okay.
Chat, he only gave me 2,800 gold. I'm gonna take that 2,800 gold, put it in a sack, and beat him to death with it.
So, Rem, all duplicate foils, not duplicate foil.
What the fuck, man?
So upset.
I got your pumpkin, Yona.
Thanks.
You've sure been eating
I
a
might
lot
be better off
lately.
buying an American box for
I'm not
singles
eating that.
first battle styles.
You're not?
I don't know, man. I just want to sob.
Me too.
Ta-da! Here you go. I made it all by myself.
Is this a cake?
Yep. Popola taught me how to bake one. I made it for you in secret.
Wow, Yona, this is, well, it's a surprise for sure.
Come on. Try it. Try it.
Yeah, this is so good.
Yay. You're always super busy, so I wanted to make you something to help keep up your strength.
She's so wholesome.
That's really sweet of you, Yona. Thank you.
Sure. Actually, I made like 7 cakes, so there's tons of leftovers.
The life of an elder sibling continues to be a trial.
You're telling me.
Alright. If I go back in, is there a new quest? Nope.
That poor girl.
Oh shit, we're back to inventory limit? Hell yeah. Okay. You're a demon, this isn't right. I'm fine. Yeah, there's no balls there. What you talking about?
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
I have a big cheek.
Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Weiss's voice rose in a quizzical.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Remy and Weiss.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here.
He
Are
said,
you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes.
said the mayor.
I think you have.
In other words,
Said Remy.
we've caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Remy's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
Okay, you have to show this. Brett's been so excited for this fucking thing all week, chat. One of these days, I'm gonna get a camera just for Brett. So, that's what is it, 30 foot?
20 foot.
20 foot, USB-C
Yeah, for the Switch.
cable?
Yep.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Remy had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream.
Said the mayor.
A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Remy and Weiss racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. They were simply too many words to consider. Too much random chatter. Too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward, as if searching for answers in heaven.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Remy like a contagion. Wait, said Remy suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Something specific? Combination of words? What was it? It was about daydreaming, or something dreams, or... what the hell was it? A sheep! Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that pops into his head. They just stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Remy's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of paper from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Remy. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head. Worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone sheet of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the diseases we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? That's my job, to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace across his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around the pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was bountiful, he said to no one in particular. It was filled with the most beautiful, wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once the disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop until it happens. Remy nodded in agreement. Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if it could be any help, said Remy, just ask. Now, hold on. I did not say that. Silence! Cried Weiss. The Grimoire looked at Remy and to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, you're right, I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is an limitless engine, said Weiss. The dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I now can ever repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you are to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he said to the departing forms of Remy and Weiss. We're all counting on you. Slowly, Remy faded into the misty forest. The mayor was struck with a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Remy's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, the beauty of the place was still a new thing. He'd been confident that they could get in, find an exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction. The moss-covered rock seemed determined to twist his ankle. I'm gonna punch this narrator in the fucking throat, chat. More than once, he'd already been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree. His hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss is proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either physical terrain or effort, he spent most of the time urging Remy to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about the legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Remy snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk! Remy leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How could the stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form buzzed, clicked, and hissed, roared at a volume that rattled his teeth. Remy slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Remy could see Weiss' mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as Remy's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Sweet, 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 sweet. As the insect symphony dimmed under another decibel, Remy began to detect patterns in the sound. This is random, he thought. Such as white noise and something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave you to answer. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? It's a secret, yeah. Sound of the insect suddenly stopped as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Remy like a rippling wave opening a new path. These forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased with the passing of the test, Remy moved forward in new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as we're on the path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Remy after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path takes us. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves in a clearing. Facing a clear forest spring. Holy shit, the words, chat. Smiling, Remy picked up a rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. Surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the springs, the ripples in it left behind came together to form words. I entered through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? I fucking hate this. Weiss? Remy cursed his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one's pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. Yep. Yep. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I've never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, said Remy, waking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of the friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who'd build a house all the way over here? Remy walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute, saw it banging. The door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Remy began before he could get any further. The cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at night, and at the end of the night with 3, what am I? Remy tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing, but he simply repeated the question. Okay. I am a man. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Remy. The small man slowly shook his head. I'm not the mayor, you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what does that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. You must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Remy watched, mist seeping from the ground enveloped the college, erasing it from existence. When Remy and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You actually made it. You actually made it back. His left hand squeezed Remy's and pumped it fiercely. It threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right squeezed Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. Gah! By the heavens! Stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if you were successful or not! The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't even think I'd see you again. Remy withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. Bye, Big Bot. The mayor's face beamed at Remy's and filled him as Remy filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Remy cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why don't you just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your relentless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Remy the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Weiss? It is words that control the Death Dream. Words allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, we shall sleep. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, I've ever felt so tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a long yawn. He remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they woke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It's clear they awakened from their dream. Remy shook the mayor gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an odd voice. We did it, I'm back! He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two had no idea what this means. Death Dream was spreading to our village. I wanted to... Whoa! I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand and collapsed back to the earth. He stood his legs as if he was trying to remember how they worked, and glanced at Remy and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some time to get used to, said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn it in short order, I'm sure, said Weiss. For now, you should return home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in Death Dream. I had to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village and bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, explained when the prayer was finished. It's a guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will make our work harder, muttered Weiss. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Remy and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal they had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Weiss, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Remy mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this can sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before, too. Remy tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured some kind of illusion created by the Death Dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Remy gave the mayor a nod and smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. What exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for not making me read anymore.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Woo!
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Okay.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
No. Smack. I'm gonna have to do this. This is required, chat, in order for true. Let's do it.
And another
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you tonight when we watch Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, chat. Mortal Kombat. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Weiss and Remy never seen such a sight, and their eyes widen as they try to take it
Those
in.
buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away.
Thank you.
What do you think, Vice?
As Weiss considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed
Perhaps
ferocity.
they are some manner of mirage.
He said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would be hardly an unexpected sight. Remy nodded and wiped the sweat from his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. But had never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up to the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made Remy lightheaded. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Weiss tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke? He said. No joke. This road leads to the City of Art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of artistic work. You don't sound so sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but think of it this way. Might it be easier for you to bear? Remy glanced at Weiss's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, Remy's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We're definitely getting closer, said Weiss, in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, Remy lifted his gaze. Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open, and his finger pointing to the distance. Water! He cried. It's water!